Ladies and gentlemen, the mark of the beast is here. People are already getting it. And I want to talk about this for a while because it's not one of those things that's coming anymore. It's one of them things they're doing. And I need to share this with y'all so y'all can see what's taking place in the military right now.
No, you didn't.
So the military made us get the chip in our wrist.
Let me see what
The
it
little
says.
scar. The little scar right there. My husband doesn't believe me, so I'm gonna play with my hand.
No, you don't.
Yes, I am. You have to have it in your wrist. So what I can do is connect my debit card to it.
You didn't pay.
Waiting for your transaction to complete.
What the fuck?
Yes, you do. He does not believe me. That's why I'm recording. You don't believe me. Give me this.
They been had that. You ain't never told me.
Then you wait. You look for the bag down here. You don't understand how far technology is coming. So I already saw the paperwork.
Nope.
Yes, we're gonna get one in our
No, we're
baby's
not.
wrist, but they can't get it until they're 3 years old.
Do you see what Eve is doing? His wife sold her soul. He is literally dealing with a demon. She didn't even tell this brother. And then on top of that, because that spirit is in her, that demon is already in her, because the mark is in her already. She jumps out the window and say, look, we got to wait till our baby is 3 years old. So now she's ready to corrupt her child with the mark of the beast. And the scriptures tell you, and he calls of all, small and great, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right hand or their forehead, that no man shall buy or sell, say if he beareth the mark. And the mark beareth a number, 666. And she made it sound real exciting. She said, you don't know how far technology is coming. See, you're going to have a lot of people who are going to take this mark because they want this livelihood. And a lot of people are about to sell their souls because they're desperate, because they're not relying on the Most High. And a lot of people going into the U.S. military, they already got it. And I'm going to tell you what them scriptures say about getting this said mark. Once you get that mark, you're going to hell. That's not me saying this. The scriptures tell you that everybody who receives Satan's mark will be cast into the lake of fire at Judgment Day. This is a fact. But nonetheless, you're going to have the mass majority sign up and line up. Now imagine your wife getting that mark of the beast because she's in military and they done already programmed her. See, the military has a way of psychologically destroying people through mind control. They have various tactics that they use. And you got a lot of people lining up and signing up because they want to fight for their country, or they just want to, get some type of extra schooling. They want, they want the resources. They think they're going to be able to drive whatever car they want to drive. They think they're going to be able to sustain and survive. But a lot of people who went to the military end up with nothing. This is real talk. Now, The mark of the beast is here. And they're working in the underbelly of America at the moment. It's here, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you didn't.
So the military made us get the chip in our wrist.
Let me see what
the
it
little
says.
scar, the little scar right there. My husband doesn't believe me, so I'm gonna play with my hand.
No, you don't.
Yes, I am. You have to have it in your wrist. So what I can do is connect my debit card to it.
You ain't pay.
Waiting for your transaction to complete.
What the fuck?
Yes, you do. He does not believe me. That's why I'm recording. You don't believe me. Give me
They
this.
been had that. You ain't never tell me.
Baby, wait, you look for the bag down here. You don't understand how far technology is coming. So I already saw the paperwork. Yes, we're gonna get one in our
No, we're
baby's
not.
wrist, but they can't get it until they're 3 years old.
Now, she just did this on camera. Now, I know there's various skits that people put together on social media, but we seen her wave her hand. So I don't know. Somebody said something in the chat that was a little off. We seen it. And he's against it. That's grounds for divorce. Ain't no way. That's grounds for divorce. And that man looked highly upset about that. And he may not be a biblical man. He may not be religious, so to speak. So he might not even know, like, he just know it's wrong. It's something in his spirit, like, yo, why would you do that? Why would you put something in you? Is convenience that important to you? And he's trying to keep a game face because he's in public. But the way that man walked off, that's disappointment right there. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of people who got this mark. They're just not saying nothing. And this is why, fellas, when you are vetting these women, you are choosing these women, you got to teach them. You got to teach them. You got to let them know what to look out for. Because if you don't have these type of conversations, and if you're not pouring into them what's happening in the world, and you're not going into them scriptures and leading your household, yo, a woman can really very easily veer off and do something. Because why? She thinks things are just, she's curious. Women have a lot of curiosity. It seems cool to them. They want to explore. But you can see, somebody said it, but you can see Eve biting the apple again, bro. You can see her biting the apple again. Her getting that in her hand is equivalent to getting the forbidden fruit. And you're going to see a lot more situations like that on social media. Acts 14:22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of God. Absolutely. We got to be willing to take whatever persecution that comes for not taking the mark of the beast, because the Bible tells us in Revelations that there'll be a seal of God, that the righteous will have a seal on their foreheads that the angels can see. Because we talk about the mark of the beast on this channel, but there's also a seal of God written of in the text that the world powers would like to extinguish. And this seal shows that these are elected people, that they will enter the kingdom. These are people who didn't fall in front of the beast and worship the beast or bear his mark or bear his image. Now, don't get it twisted. Before she got that mark in her hand, it was already done in her spirit. I say before she got that mark in her hand, it was already done in her spirit. What it was in her to do, she carried it out physically. So don't think just because a person don't have that mark that they ain't going to the lake of fire. You see, because there's a lot of people who worship the image of the beast. There's a lot of people who are totally engulfed into the ways of this world. People who only think about carnal matters. People who are only about vanity. People who are only about materialism. People who are only about what's around them and what they can physically touch and what they can see. They're not thinking of the things of the heavens. So it's already people who don't want to lose nothing. They don't want to compromise anything. They don't know how to go through any inconveniences in their life. They're quick to lose faith when things look a little bit shaky. Those are the type of people you got to look out for to line up and go get the mark. People who lack faith. People who lack faith. Now, this brother got to deal with a woman who's, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to play the clip again. If I'm not mistaken, she said she already signed the papers for the baby to get it. She already signed the papers. Is that what she said at the end? Listen.
No, you didn't.
So the military made us get the ship in our wrist.
Let me see what it
The
says.
star, the little star right there.
First off, she said the military made us. No, you did that. You made a choice.
No, you didn't.
So the military made us get the ship in our wrist.
Let me see what it
The little
says.
star, the little star right there. My husband doesn't believe me, so I'm gonna play with my hand.
No, you don't.
Yes, I am. You have to have it in your wrist. So what I can do is connect my debit card to it.
You didn't pay.
Waiting for your transaction to complete.
What the fuck?
Yes, you do. He does not believe me. That's why I'm recording. You don't believe me. Give me
They
this.
been had that. You ain't never tell me.
Then you look for the bag down here. You don't understand how far technology is coming. So I already saw the paperwork.
Nope.
Yes, we're gonna get one in our
No, we're
baby's
not.
wrist, but they can't get it until they're 3 years old.
Yo. Property of the U.S. government. Property of the U.S. government. The military made me do it. My job made me do it. You know how many Eves is going to be running around saying that? Somebody said it. It'll be your own wife. Ecclesiastes 25:19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Ain't that the truth? A woman to do something wicked like compromise the soul of her child and herself, override her husband's authority, and act like ain't nothing happened. Like nothing happened. She's saying it like it is what it is. I'm in the military. So hold on. Who owned her? Who's her authority? Her husband or the military? Now, ladies, let me ask you this. Who's your leader? Your husband or your job? I got a better one for you. Your husband or your church? Now, why do I ask you that? Because these will be all the processing centers for the mark of the beast in the future. That'll be all the processing centers for the mark of the beast. And that'll be all the places they'll be targeting you ladies. See it now. I see how the beast move, man, and I've been seeing it. I see it. I see it really clear as day now. He's doing the same thing he did in the garden. He beguiled the woman through subtlety. This is what he did in the garden. He went after the weaker vessel and he made it seem tantalizing. He made it seem alluring. Well, don't you want a future for your child and for yourself? Don't you want the convenience to be able to buy and sell as you please? And this is why I'm telling you, it gotta come a time where you ladies gonna choose sides. It's gotta come a time where you choose sides. Either you're gonna be following the men of the Most High, who got some direction, who got some motion, or you're gonna rely on a system that wants to patent you, wants to stamp you like cattle. They want you to be useless eaters. They want to put their technology all in you so they can trace and track you everywhere. Man, the beast is dark, man. The beast is dark. And all of America know what's taking place right now. And Trump think he got the answers. He think the answers is bringing religion back and bringing Christianity back. No, the answers is building on our own. Revelations 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. Somebody said in the chat, can't imagine 15 years from now, right? 15 years from now, this technology is going to be in everybody. There's a lot more people, believe it or not, who are already walking around with it. Revelations 14:11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Whoever received that mark, you will be doomed to eternal hellfire. That's thus saith the Most High. See, it's like, I hope people don't think it's a game and a joke. But that's the time that we coming into. That's thus saith the Most High.